All right, Transformers, this is Dr. Angelo Reynolds, Sr., that is. And so, welcome to this week's closing Transformational Vitamin of the Week. It's been fun, but it's also been an experience. Let's make sure you can see that there. It's always been exciting, or it's always a pleasure to talk about a transformation in the form of spiritual maturation. And so what I wanted you guys, if you began with us, if you're just joining the broadcast, I am Angelo Reynolds Sr., that is. And if you've been following us, as many of you have, we first like to say thank you for the following. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the continuous likes and all that stuff on social media. And thanks for visiting the Transformers Academy, because you know the Transformers Academy is about evolving process. And so we begin on Sundays. So this week we started on Sunday, as we always do, and the transformational vitamin of the week was the title of what I know about God. And so what my goal has been this week so far, which brings us to the closing vitamin of the week. My goal was to make sure that not necessarily that we talk about any specific religion, any belief systems, but to identify a creator, the creator. And so I shared my personal take in terms of my personal relationship with God, whom I consider my creator is. And so what I asked you guys to do is something that's right there present. And I talked candidly about 4 things that I know in terms of God himself, the creator. And I said that it was a personal experience that I had to share. And those 4 things, if you can see it there on the screen. Number 1, God is love. God is love. Number 2 was God is present. Number 3, God is peace. And number 4, and I don't know if you can see it there, God is good all the time. So love, peace, present, love, and good. And so I identified and asked you guys who followed us to identify what you thought was important ingredients for your relationship with God. And so many of you have sent come on the air yesterday and even early today as we broadcasted, talking about the importance of the relationship that you have built with the God, the creator. And so if you're on the air now and you like to share your take on your relationship with God, I'm willing to listen to you guys, because I talk all the time. This is an open forum. This is the Transformers Academy. And so if you like to share your insight and you're familiar with this week's broadcast, feel free to do that. We also want to make sure that you guys stay in tune to the Transformers Academy. And so if you've been following us, we start on Sundays with a new transformational vitamin. Go to DrAngeloReynolds.com, where you get a chance to see all the things, how to get in contact with us, and how to become a transformer through our subscription program. And so I share this information with you, my own personal account, because just of my history in the last years that led up to where I am today. Many of you may not be familiar with my story. It goes back some 10 years ago, where I was convicted of a felon, unable to work, obtain employment, and essentially had an alcohol addiction problem that literally I almost self-destruct. And so it was during that time where I had to find some refuge, if you will. Now, I've always been a believer, and I've always been someone who knew God as a person, or God as someone as being a creator, but it's a little different. It's different once you begin to go through obstacles and challenges and all those things that you seem like you're all alone. And so if you've been through some setbacks, some failures, you know what it's like to need support. Many people that even close to us sometimes don't give us the support. And so it was because my relationship with God, it was because I was able to develop those personal things and acknowledge his presence, was those things that made me a stronger person into who I am today. So that's why this broadcast was so important to me. as a personal testament to share my take and how I've grown spiritually in relation to divine creation of God himself and the creator. And so what I wanted you guys to do this week is to think about your relationship with God. Think about where you've come from, and think about where you're going in terms of building a bonding of spiritual growth with the creator. And so if you're someone who's had some challenges, some setbacks, some tumultuous time, losses, failures, any of those things that are considered setbacks as well as losses, and things that cause temporary or long-term halt in the things that we're doing, you know that obviously we have to have a connection with stronger being rather than just man here on earth. And so that's what my purpose was this week, to share my importance of talking to you and you guys listening about the power of divine intervention between you and God himself. And so think about those things. I want you to go back. These videos are posted on YouTube and also on social media, and go to YouTube, all those places. And Periscope has a category where you can go back and look at some of these videos. I encourage you guys to do that. But if you have personal questions for me or others at the Transformers Academy, just reach DrAngeloReynolds.com. We're so excited about having you. We would love to hear from you. And we do this every week. And the purpose of the Transformers Academy is to make sure that you begin your week, start your week, jumpstart your week with something vital, optimistic, and something that you can take away to jumpstart you both personally, professionally, family, and all those things that we do or encounter on a daily basis. So I want to make sure that you have those things, and that's what my job is here. Okay, if you're on the air and there are questions, if not, I hope this week has been somewhat or even influential, a beacon of light or hope if you have been contemplating or distorted in terms of your own personal relationship and what you know about God the Creator. I hope this is something that you're able to use, but go back at a willing time where it's able and think about some of the things that we've displayed. Think about the 4 things that I shared with you in terms of what God meant to me. That is love, that is peace, that is his presence, and that he's good all the time. That's what he means to me. And I'm sure that if you listed similar attributes in terms of what you feel your relationship is, we are probably not that far off in terms of similarities. There's not a whole lot of difference in identifying love, presence, being good, okay? And bringing joy, peace, and hope to others. That's what God is really all about. And so you may be in an environment that's toxic. You may be around people who are negative. You may be around people who are evil. Because as you know, there's good and evil, and God is good. So if you're in a place and you're stuck in a rut, I want you to think about coming to the Transformers Academy and finding the niche and things that may help you move from one place to the next in terms of a transformation. I don't know what that is. The Transformers Academy is about evolving from one place to the next through the form of health, relationships, career, education, spiritual, and health. Those are things that I believe are continuous and that we come in contact with through a lifetime. And so because we're here for as long as we're here, why not capitalize and make the best and the most of the transformation, whatever it may be for you. I hope this is good. We'll see you guys, if it's God's will, on Sunday. Catch me at DrAngeloReynolds.com. Find out how you can be a transformer. We would love to have you. We have many people who are joining. The subscription is there. And find what best suits your need. We hope this has been a beacon of hope and love and share and good for you, and that you will visit us and be with us on Sunday as we have a new transformational vitamin. Until then, be the best. Be the best. Be the beacon of love and hope and the change agent that others can feel free to follow. Be blessed. God bless you.